Welcome back to Grammar Fundamentals for the SAT. This is Chapter 2, Lesson 16. We know subjects and verbs. Now we follow the action to where it lands, direct and indirect objects. Let's look at what completes a verb's meaning. A word that does this is called a complement, and the most common one is the direct object. A direct object is a noun or pronoun that receives the action of an action verb, and it answers the question what or whom after the verb. Marisol baked a cake. Baked what? A cake. So cake is the direct object. It received the baking. To find a direct object, find the action verb, then ask what or whom. Now meet its partner, the indirect object. An indirect object tells to whom, to what, or for what the action is done. Watch what happens when we add one. Marisol baked Theo a cake. Baked for whom? For Theo. So Theo is the indirect object, and a cake is still the direct object. Notice the order. The indirect object, Theo, comes before the direct object, cake, and there's no to or for written in front of it. Here's a reliable test for the indirect object. Take this sentence and try rewriting it with to or for. Marisol baked Theo a cake becomes Marisol baked a cake for Theo. Since Theo can move into a for phrase, it really is an indirect object. So the test is this. If a noun sits before the direct object with no to or for in front, but you could add to or for and rephrase it, that noun is your indirect object. Let's make finding them a routine. First, find the direct object. Locate the action verb and ask what or whom. Second, look for an indirect object, a noun right before the direct object that answers to whom or for whom. Try it. The Duke sent Emily the silver box. Sent what? The box. That's the direct object. Sent to whom? Emily, and she sits right before box, so Emily is the indirect object. One important caution. A direct or indirect object is never inside a prepositional phrase. Bill tossed the volleyball over the net. Tossed what? The volleyball. That's the direct object. But over the net is a prepositional phrase, so net is just the object of the preposition, not a direct object. And here's the key for indirect objects. If the to or for is actually written, like baked a cake for Theo, then it's a prepositional phrase, and Theo is no longer an indirect object. An indirect object never has a preposition in front of it. Let's put it together. Liam bought Eileen the roses. Bought what? The roses. There's the direct object. Bought for whom? Eileen. There's the indirect object. Notice Eileen comes before roses, and there's no for in front of her. The direct object answers what? The indirect object answers for whom, and sits in front with no preposition. You've got both. Let's practice. In each sentence, find the direct object, the noun that answers what or whom after the verb. Pause and try before I answer. Lee explained the phrase. Explained what? The phrase. So the direct object is phrase. Randolph designed the go-kart. Designed what? The go-kart. So the direct object is go-kart. Shauna sang 6 songs at the concert. Sang what? Songs. Concert is only inside a prepositional phrase, So the direct object is songs. Now find the indirect object, the one telling to whom or for whom, sitting right before the direct object. Pause and try each. Samantha will give Zach a valentine. Give what? A valentine, the direct object. Give to whom? Zach, sitting right before valentine. So the indirect object is Zach. The bearded man offered Tricia the book of poems. Offered what? The book, the direct object. Offered to whom? Tricia, right before book. So the indirect object is Tricia. Ashford brought us the keys to the castle. Brought what? The keys, the direct object. Brought to whom? Us, sitting right before keys. So the indirect object is us. Let's bring it together. A direct object is the noun that receives the action, answering what or whom. An indirect object tells to whom or for whom, and it sits before the direct object with no to or for in front of it. And remember, objects are never inside a prepositional phrase. So if you see a written to or for, that's a preposition, not an indirect object. Great work! In Lesson 17, we'll meet the other complements, object and subject complements.